Hey, how you doing? This is Bruce Major with the Major Home Team and Realty One Group, and this is Lunchtime with the Yankee Realtor. Hey, up until now, you've seen a bunch of videos of mine. If you missed them, they're on YouTube. Look on my YouTube channel, the Yankee Realtor, and you'll get caught up. We've already gone through the whole purchasing and offering and all that, and we've done our inspections. And now we got our inspection report, and we have to talk about repairs. The inspection report, I usually give 5 business days to get an inspector out there and to do the inspections. And when I get them back, I get a report, and we discuss whether or not you want some repairs done. Whatever those repairs are, we'll put them on a form that we send over to the seller side, and we give them 2 days. I like to give 2 days for them to decide whether or not they want to do the repairs that we ask for. Now, sometimes the seller might ask for a little more time because they're considering doing the repairs, but they might want a quote, in which case we can negotiate that if they need a little more time. So, but on the most part, you give them 2 days to decide whether or not they want to do the repairs or not. If the seller doesn't get back within those 2 days over that specified time, okay, the buyer has 3 options. You can accept the property as is, okay, and no repairs will get done because you haven't heard back from them, so you decided that you're going to keep it anyway, okay. You still want to go through with the contract, or you can negotiate with them a new terms. In other words, you've determined that the cost of the repairs will be X amount of money, and you can now negotiate with them the difference and how much that would be in order to take it off the price of the house, and you get the repairs done yourself. Or some other negotiation you can do. That's just an example. And the other thing you can do is you can just terminate the contract. You gave them 2 days to respond, and they didn't respond. Okay. Now, in the event that you gave them 2 days and they came back and they didn't come back and didn't say anything, and then you fail to respond to them not responding to you, then by default you are accepting the house as is. You have to let them know. You have to make sure that everybody knows what's going on. Okay. So basically, not responding is an acceptance of accepting the property as is. That's the repair procedure. And in the repair procedure, some of the things you want to make sure that you're looking at as far as what repairs will be done. You want to focus on all the repairs to the heating system, air conditioning system, electrical system, plumbing system, water supply system, water waste system. They're making these systems operable. Make roof free of leaks. You want to address environmental concerns, and to make improvements that will bring the house to be structurally sound. Okay, in your repair procedure, that's like the biggest things you got to focus on, and any of the other repairs, might be on you. Okay, so that is the repair procedure. Now, there's another one that you can do instead of that, is doing the due diligence. Due diligence means that you, for a period of time, I usually give 15 business days, for a period of time, you're going to get your inspections done, okay? And this is going to be beneficial for both. You will allocate a certain dollar value to the seller should you terminate under the due diligence procedure, okay? What does that mean? By doing the due diligence, you can do all the inspections, you get find out everything that's wrong with the property, and you can decide you decide you don't want the house for whatever reason. No particular reason. Maybe there is a particular reason. It doesn't matter. You decide I don't want the house because it's too much repairs. they're not a lot expensive, but there's too many of them, you don't like it. You have a right to check on-site and off-site issues that might determine why you don't want the house. You don't like the drive-in. You don't like, I don't know, whatever it is. So you can terminate this contract unilaterally within the 15-day due diligence period. And, well, you have to allocate some money for that because he took the house off the market during that time. So the seller will probably ask for a certain dollar value that, should you do that, should you decide to just terminate for whatever reason, they are entitled to a certain amount of money. And that money can come right out of the earnest money that is being held by the attorney. So that is the due diligence period. So basically, it kind of is an advantage to both sides because one side can terminate, buyer side can terminate at any given time during that period for whatever reason, and the seller will be monetarily compensated for the time off the market where you've terminated. So both these ways require an awful lot of negotiating back and forth, a lot of talking, a lot about who's going to do the repairs, whether it's a licensed contractor, whether it's a handyman, depending on the repair, whether it's acceptable or not. And then you got a reinspection that you can do after repairs are done. So if the seller has agreed to do a certain number of repairs and they're really important repairs, and you can reinspect, you can have an inspector go back out there and make sure that they were done. And some important stuff like electrical things, you want a licensed contractor, HVAC contractor, structural contract, some of things like that. However, if it's something minor, like trimming the hedges around the house, anybody can do something like that. So there's a lot of things to consider, a lot of communication going back and forth during this time. And sometimes it's even happened where some contracts will fall through because they can't come to an agreement, and that agreement might be over something small monetarily. Considering the entire deal, it's small in comparison, but everybody's going to walk away happy. The buyer, well, they're going to want the house. They want a good house. They want to know what they're going to buy. So they do the inspection. They might want some repairs. They feel certain things should be done for the money that they're paying for the house. And then the seller on the other side, well, he's very proud of his house, and he might think that, something is just fine. Or perhaps you might think that I ain't got the money and I just can't do these repairs and I'm strapped. So sometimes things don't work out, but it's my job to always try to do my best to find a compromise between the buyer and seller to make the deal go through so both sides are always happy. Okay? Obviously, as a buyer agent, I'm always going to look out for your interests first. So I'm going to make sure that your interests are, you walk away happy and to the best of my ability. Okay? And so there you go. There you have it. There's the repair procedure when you're buying a home, and when everything goes well, okay, then sometimes there's very few repairs. Everything goes really smooth. They get done. The seller's very cooperative. Man, those are the best kind, and everybody walks away winning. And so, all right, those are the kinds that I like best. All right, then a repair procedure and the due diligence explanations. And this has been the Yankee Lunchtime with the Yankee Realtor. And stay tuned for tomorrow. Like my page, share my page, comment, do whatever you feel you need to do. All right, God bless you and God bless America.